A week or so ago, we were working on a PC Engine GT. That's a handheld version of the Japanese home arcade machine called the PC Engine, and it had a ton of problems, mainly a failed recap that had torn a load of pads. We managed to get it to boot a game, so there was good signs of life, and the customer's now gone ahead and paid for the extra work. One of the main costs was a new screen, because one of the transformers was dead, which we can't get a donor part for. So we've got the new screen in stock now, and there's a whole host of other issues we've got to fix. So let's just jump on it. We have the customer's old screen here, which we can no longer use. We now have a new LCD here we can fit after. We have a dodgy ribbon connector here, which I've actually gone ahead and fixed in the end of the last video. So I'll basically reflowed these pins, both sides, and it's actually stable now. We've got a failed 5-volt regulator circuit. We've got a bad volume wheel. And I think that was it. So let's just go ahead and work our way through these. The 5-volt regulator on this circuit has a transistor, not a regulator, and the gate is pulsed with some circuitry here, which is dead. A much easier solution and safer is to swap that for a 7805 voltage regulator. And if we take a look on retro6.wiki, we can see the transistors pinouts. So we have the emitter, which is an input, collector, which is the 5-volt output, and a base that pulses that we need to send the 7805 ground to ground instead of base. One way of doing it is like this. So I've just turned the 7805 upside down, soldered the output here, the input to here, and the ground to here. We'll tidy this up once it's all working, but that's effectively the layout I'd use when installing this. Let's turn on. And there we go. So next up, let's fix this burnt and bad volume wheel. And the old wheel on a PC Engine GT is actually the exact same wheel as on a Game Boy Color. So let's just swap these two over. Well, we don't need to put it back on here. Let's just put this one on here. And now with the new Game Boy Color wheel on, let's give that a go. And there we go. So that's the volume wheel sorted. The ribbon sorted. There was also a damaged resistor pack here that's now fixed. We have the 5-volt regulator circuit going. So I think the last step is to chuck on this screen kit. And with that all now wired in, we have the RGB signals into here. We've got a double strain relief, so when we're working and we're tugging, we don't accidentally do any damage. We've got all the RGB pins here, and this install guide's on retro6.wiki. Let's see if this actually works first before we put it into the shell. There we go. That's pretty much what you'd expect from this mod. So it's not, I don't think, well, maybe integer scaled. It's not the best, so you've got a TFT that changes with angle, but this is basically what's on the market at the minute. This is the standard, if you will, the best for the PC Engine GT. It's certainly better than the original screen. So the last step is now just chuck all this back in the customer's shell. And one thing you'll notice with this screen is it's actually larger than the window opening. So you get custom glass lenses for this, which this kit didn't actually come with. So I've just got that on order. And you can see here on AliExpress, they're only 75p, but the kit should have come with one and didn't. So I've got that on order, and when it comes, we will basically just widen this window so it fits perfect and secure this in place from the other side. But I've given the customer's console a full test and everything does function correctly. So that's it for this one, guys. I'll catch you in the next.